What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, going back to Aldious. Yes, indeed, Aldious Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Zachary Loomis, and this is actually Zachary's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Zach. Hope you enjoy the show. Zach wanted to see me react to this. It is Aldious with a tune called We Are. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Aldious Official, all right? And the video has 2.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Aldious, no idea what that says. We Are full version HD. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
back up a little bit. Let's give the bass player her due, shall we? I want to be very clear that I don't hear anything wrong with the song. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Okay? Everything that they're doing sounds good. Everything they're doing makes sense. Everything they're doing is being done well. Okay? Yes? Y'all heard me say that, right? Okay. Now, having said that, this is not the best work I've heard from these ladies. I've heard other songs. Just by their own standards, by these ladies. I'm not talking about any other band. I'm talking strictly about this band alone. I've heard more impressive songwriting. I've heard more impressive playing. I've heard more thought, more talent put into other songs that they have done than this song. Okay? I am not saying that this is a bad song. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I've heard better from them than this song. Okay? But this song is fine. It sounds fine. I have no complaints about it. There's nothing negative about it. Okay? There's just other songs I've heard that are better than this one by them. Forget every other band that I've heard on the channel. There are a lot of bands that I've heard on the channel that, I hate to say it, folks, do it better. So, for those of you that are expecting a 9 out of this, I got some really bad news for you. You're going to be very sorely disappointed. Let's keep going here. Yeah. Yep. I stand by what I said. I don't have any issue with the song whatsoever. Everything they did sounded good. Everything they did made sense. Everything that was played was clean. I mean, it's a studio recording, so I'm not surprised by that. But I mean, I have absolutely no complaints about the song. I have absolutely nothing negative about the song that I need to point out. By the same token, though, I've heard better songs from them just by their own standards. So, and this is where I'm going to get heat. This is where Aldious fans are going to come down on me and attack me. And I'm just, my favorite part of the day, reading comments. Whew. I mean, it is. I mean, I have no problem reading comments. I love reading comments, but it's where all the negativity comes. It is in the comments. If there was no negativity in the comments, I would have zero problem reading the comments, and I would joyfully and gleefully read them. Absolutely. But every day I wake up, I think to myself, well, let's go in the comments. Let's see how much hate I'm going to get today. That's the first thing that goes through my mind when I wake up in the morning or the afternoon, I should say. Let's just get to it. All right, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Aldious with a tune called We Are. This was a request from Zachary Loomis, and this was actually Zachary's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Zach. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay, like I said, during the course of the reaction, I didn't hear anything bad. I didn't hear anything that stuck out like a sore thumb. I didn't hear anything dirty. I didn't hear anything sloppy. I didn't hear anything that was ill-designed. Everything about the song made sense. Everything about the song sounded just fine. I have no issues with the song, okay? But I'm also going to be honest with you, folks. I've heard better songs from them than this one, okay? So when I give my score, I really don't want people to, take it the wrong way and get the wrong idea and, blow things out of proportion. And I'm not saying that, all Aldious fans are like that. I'm not saying that. But there have been a few Aldious fans in the past who have, taken offense to what I say for whatever reason. And they end up blowing things way out of proportion. And as a result, those people are never heard from ever again on the channel. So I guess we'll have to see how the comments go with this one. Well, let's start with the score, and we'll go from there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give this song a 6.8. Yep, 6.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.8. What does that mean? Well, a 6.8 would translate to a pretty good skill rating because overall, I think this was a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in for a second. So there you go, a 6.8, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. It's a pretty good song. It is. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The chordal progression flows really nicely. The chorus, without question, is the hook. Playing around with that straight time feel and double time feel with this snare on the upbeats, I like that. They never went to halftime, which was kind of a bummer, but I mean, it's okay. They still switched around very consistently between straight time and halftime, straight time and double time. Melodic lines all made sense, mostly being carried over by the lead vocalist, but there were a couple times where, guitars took over and, they carried the main melodic line, which was nice. It was nice hearing that little bass breakdown section. That was nice. I mean, it was well done. I don't have any complaints about it. Drumming was solid throughout the song. Guitar playing was solid throughout the song. Nothing mind-blowing, but solid work across the board from everybody. And that seems to be the common theme here. I wasn't blown away by anything. I wasn't impressed by anything. But everything was solid. Everything sounded good. Everything was pleasing to the ear. Okay? So that's how I'm coming up with a score of 6.8. It's nothing against the ladies. I'm going to hear it in the comments. Oh, David just doesn't like Aldious. David hates Aldious. David has something against Aldious. Let's test that theory, shall we? Okay. So I pulled up some scores from some other reactions I've done to Aldious. Let's compare notes here, shall we? So we got this song, Aldious, We Are, which I'm giving a 6.8 to, okay? It's not a bad score. It's a pretty good score. Now, let's compare this song to Aldious' Sweet Temptation. Can we honestly say that We Are is just as good as Sweet Temptation? Absolutely not. That's why I'm giving Sweet Temptation a higher score of 8.1. I think it deserved that 8.1. I still do believe it deserves that 8.1. In comparison to We Are is just not as strong a song as Sweet Temptation. Okay, that's Exhibit A. Let's go to Exhibit B here. Yozakura. Can we honestly say that We Are is just as equally impressive, just as equally, written, just as equally presented as Yozakura was? No, it wasn't. That's why Yozakura got a higher score of 8.5 compared to the 6.8 that We Are is getting. Does that mean We Are is a bad song? No, it just means Yozakura is a better song, which is why it's getting the better score. Okay, let's move on. We'll skip Refire. I know Refire got a 7.8. Let's get to the okay. How about Die For You? Can we honestly say that We Are is on the same level that Die For You is? No, it's not. That's why Die For You got a higher score of 8.2. Okay, I don't hate Aldious. Clearly, I like Aldious. Okay, here we go. Disclose got an 8.1. Again, better song. It's a superior song compared to We Are. Here we go. This is the cherry on top for my argument. Wish song. Okay? So we have We Are, which is getting a 6.8 compared to Wish song, which is getting a 9.3. Now, granted, a lot of that 9.3 was for the live show. I freely admit that. And if this video had been a live performance, I'm willing to bet the score would have gone up. But we don't have a live performance. We had a music video. So the 9.3, though, it can't all be live show. That the song, Wish song, was a better written song than We Are. It was, which is why it's getting a higher score. It's all about comparison, folks. There's more. I have more, but I'm going to save the time and trouble. So it's about comparison. There are going to be songs that are up in the 9s. There's going to be songs that are up in the 8s. There's going to be songs that are up in the 7s. And there's even going to be songs in the 6s. I'm willing to bet as we go along, I might come across some songs by Aldious that might possibly be in the 5s. Okay? Do I ever see Aldious going down into the negative scores? No, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I am sure there's going to be songs that eventually I'm going to come across by Aldious that are going to be in the 5s. They're going to be okay. Still getting positive scores, though. You don't get in the negatives until you get under 5, okay? So, listen, when we get an Aldious song that goes under 5, then we can panic, okay? Then you can push that panic button. Abandon ship! We're not gonna go down with the rats. Oh no! We're gonna jump in the life rafts and we're gonna find the nearest piece of dry land we can find and wait for rescue. No, we're not there. We're not there, okay? Not even close. So a 6.8, is that a bad score? No, it's a pretty good score, okay? And it's nothing to be ashamed of. There's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to 6.8. So yeah, it's a pretty good song, which is why I'm giving it a pretty good score. Okay? It's nothing against the ladies, I promise. Okay? So everybody calm down. It's gonna be okay, I promise. Anyway, 6.8. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.8, which is a pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B as in boy, B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.